Do you ever think that you might be quite mad?
Oh, yes.
Ronald Edward DeWolf.
Are you the natural son of L. Ron Hubbard?
Yes, I am.
All right. So your surname that you were baptized with or born with was Ronald Hubbard.
That's correct. 99% of what my father wrote about his own life and what he had done is false. And since it has always been a rather integral part of Scientology itself, that I think that people should know those facts.
Was he really in the war and shot up and healed himself with his own mind? And
he was in the Navy during World War II, but he wasn't shot up.
Okay, what about his
Never wounded
education
or
background?
blinded. Excuse me, sir.
Sir, are you finished?
I said he was never wounded or blinded.
He has attributed to his great powers and because he has had this fantastic educational background. Would you like to go into how far in college did he indeed go and what degrees does he have?
He spent a few months as far as college is concerned at George Washington University. And one of the major points that he has said that he has said that he has a degree in engineering. At one point, there was a degree in nuclear engineering. Now, of course, that changed. As far as any nuclear engineering is concerned, he only took one semester, and he received an F, as in failure, for the one semester.
Sir, Dianetics and the modern science of mental health deals greatly with husbands beating their pregnant wives. Is there anything?
That's correct. There's, I believe...
You may have a book about husbands beating pregnant wives. That's part of the book?
Well, I believe altogether there's something around 270, I believe, various incidents in it which have to do with a great deal of prenatal experiences, husbands beating wives, and of attempted abortions by husbands on wives, and then attempted abortions by women on themselves. And the general focus of the book is, I would say, to put it in one word, sex.
All this unusual ways of abortion is under the title of a book called The Modern Science of Mental Health.
Correct. But the incidents in Dianetics Modern Science of Mental Health came from, generally from his imagination, and also the, at least 2 attempted abortions on my mother. One I observed when I was around 6 or 7. And
well, since your father used the principles in the book, The Modern Science of Mental Health, in performing an abortion on your mother, how did all this relate or lead to Scientology? Dianetics' book represents its methodology will cure more than 70% of all man's ills, and he's claimed it cured cancer, tuberculosis, arthritis, heart disease, retardation, and you can increase your IQ, and etc. Do you think that he has been successful in any of these things?
He claimed it cured anything and everything, any sickness and illness. I know that over the years, you can remember in the 50s where we were putting across it would cure anything, including falling hair and dandruff, and but the lawyers and attorneys and the government were getting very uptight and very upset about us using the word cure, because the very first Dianetic Research Foundation in Elizabeth, New Jersey in 1950, that's one of the reasons it got closed up, and while Dad had to move on to Wichita, Kansas. But the main idea here was that we had to alter what we were selling out.
Was it the local AMA that decided your father's book was nothing more than quackery?
I'm sorry, sir.
Was it the AMA, the local AMA?
Yeah, right.
Elizabeth, New Jersey. You then
Now,
moved.
this is something in the very beginning that got my father very deeply involved in it, simply because there was so darn much money involved. So they formed, the foundation was formed. Then doctors and other people there were trying to legitimize it. That is, they wanted to do before and after testing. They wanted to do before and after x-rays, before and after medical exams, and show the differences and the great benefits of it. Well, since the whole book, Dynamics, Modern Science, and Mental Health, was written off the top of my father's head, Dad didn't really appreciate that very much, because people were getting too close into investigating it. Plus, reading that very first book with the dust cover jacket and all of the other claims that were in the very first edition, I haven't read it for umpteen years, and I haven't seen the newest edition, but anyway, they were claiming actual cures. We can cure anything.
Guaranteed cures.
Yes, correct. All you had to do was just run out your birth or run out your prenatal experiences, and that was the basis. That was the basis of all of your problems, was all of these things that people did to you in moments of pain and unconsciousness, called an engram. My father only knew how to do one thing, and that was to destroy people. I mean, he could not do anything lightly. To him, anybody who did anything against him, criticized him, he would just flat go after their throat.
The Dynamics Center offered in Wichita, Kansas, offered a process called auditing.
That's correct.
Can you tell us how he conceived the term auditing and the principles behind auditing?
Auditing and the word clear come from the field of accounting. I have to back up a little bit on definitions of words, if you don't mind.
Well, that's okay. I just wondering how he conceived that idea, auditing, and does he have any background, to your knowledge, to scientific background, that auditing could be a plausible and worthwhile medical or...
No, of course not.